One more. There you go.
Yeah, I forgot. I was able to start off at 80 before. When I first was working, I could start off at 80. Now I probably have to drop down like 70.
It's all good. My shoulders are snapped up. There ain't no shame in that shit. The thing is, you get the reps in.
Yeah.
That's really the whole thing. Yeah, my last I was in this hole, or last I was in the gym period, my shoulders wasn't this bad. But since I ain't been doing shit with them, it's all bad. Last one. No, you got it.
You sure?
Take it.
I'm still like discombobulated on 130.
Okay. There you go. Roll it in. Don't go too fast. Yep. No, you got to just do the range of motion.
My core is working though. But damn. It's the first day back in the gym in like 6 months.
It's all good. I ain't been in 6 years. All right, what you got? What you want to do?
We can do whatever else you want to do.
Huh?
I mean, we're working on stuff that I worked
You've
on.
done front and back of arms.
Yeah, I mean, we did legs
You've
too.
done
so
this and back.
What else?
Did a little bit of legs.
What else is on the list for me to stay faster on the bike?
Huh?
What else we got to do to be faster on the bike?
It's not about faster.
No,
We
no,
just
but
need to be able
endurance.
to endure and do more and more laps.
yeah.
Yeah. The more laps we can do, the faster we get.
Yeah, what else is
Me more so than you. You got young man energy. You can keep it rocking. My old fat ass get tired. Do that recumbent. Do that recumbent. Put it at a, adjust the seat so that your legs are comfortable. And then put it not at a really high setting, but high enough where you have to give effort or you fall off the pace. back together. Everything is clean, good to go. Got all the right parts. Belly pan. I'm not sold on having the Yamaha on the belly pan. I may remove, I may not. You know, who knows? My wife makes the logos for me anyway, so it's not a huge ordeal if I remove it because I can just print up some more different size, put them in a different space. Currently, this bike has the DNA air filter, two-wheel Dyno Works pump gas tune with the GP3 exhaust. I wanted the GP3 exhaust because I wanted this look like the GP bikes back in the day. Nothing is final on it because, like the sticker on the swing arm, I just put that there because I had it on the belly pan. I just removed it last night. I like it. Almost looped it. It has so much more power in the low range. I'm gonna have to run that back with the R6. The low range power that this has, I just really wonder what kind of advantage it'll take from a roll now. That is a ton of low end power. I mean, this is the way that everybody, well, let's say Nate from Two Wheel Dyno Works, before these bikes even came out, he told us how much experience he's had with building bikes for the racing platform, for the Hooligans, for the MT-09, same engine, similar parameters. So when they gave him his pre-production bike, he had the R9 tune dialed, ready to rock. He explained the differences of the CP3, the Gen 4, and what they changed between the R9 and the MT-09. So they just optimized everything, and now here we are. So undoubtedly his tune I'm gonna go with, which I did because of his experience and how much support he gives. 9 times out of 10, this is how the bike's gonna be. Only thing I might change is sprocket counts, but y'all already know I got so many sprockets. It almost makes me want to retune this. How smooth and outrageous that this throttle is, I think that's what this is lacking. This might want to now revisit the throttle a little bit because of how good this throttle is. I'm blown away with how much more power this thing has. I did not think that it was gonna have that much more power and response. Completely blown away. I will actually ride it. We'll go take it somewhere and go ride it later, but this is just like my first understanding of what this bike is now. It has changed a lot. Jalen's saying that this exhaust is brutal. So you ride it and I'll ride beside it. I want to see how bad it actually is. So that's nuts. I love how it looks with the belly pan. I really like that look. That's what I had always envisioned. That's why I was searching actively for belly pans. Lakamoto, I just don't have a comfort in buying from them. All my bikes have belly pans on the factory fairings, right? That's just my thing, putting belly pans on them. You see black, gray, white, gray, black. That's just my thing. I do that to my bikes. R6 has it, R1 has it, R9 has it. So it just gives it like that complete race-inspired look. And now I've got the exhaust that I wanted. I didn't want like an exhaust that hangs off of the muffler because it's just like R6s. It's just like any other motorcycle there. I really wanted the belly pan point turn down, and that's why I bought this exhaust. As you can see, the muffler is right there in the center. If I take it over to Janky, we already talked about turning that piping down and then putting 2 tips forced down to the ground through the belly pan. So that's an option. If this is just too obnoxious blasting from the side, I will turn it down to shoot it down to the ground. So that's the reason that I bought the GP3, because this looked like the most customizable exhaust given the material and its design. I could have my homeboy that's a welder go fabricate what I really wanted, what I envisioned, and keep the heat away from the rear wheel. So we were gonna shoot it down and split it through each direction off the sides. But that's what I wanted, a belly pan exhaust, a center lower hanging exhaust that completed there, that didn't go anywhere else. So I got what I wanted. Go ahead and jump on. Jalen's gonna ride it back, and yeah, we'll see if I can handle it. You'll see, yeah, you'll see that it's not bad riding it. That's such a cool looking bike. Everybody's adding winglets on the back. I don't like that, I don't understand it. I really do like this design of the rear. And I don't want it to say R7 or R6. I really like the look and design of the R9. Wow. God damn! That's loud. That's really fucking loud. The tone that it gives, it's some really off-type tone. It does not sound like your typical bike. Like I would have thought Triumph, maybe MV Agusta. I've never heard a triple in that way. I've never heard that. So totally. Totally different than what I anticipated it to sound like. Extremely unique, extremely fucking cool. So yeah, that's a whole different thing, man. Whole different thing. I like it. Well, that's what we got now. So I think Laguna Seca might be out. It might just be out, and this will be Thunderhill Sonoma. We'll see if they give us the boot from there, then we'll make a change on the exhaust for sure. But for now, I just know it's not gonna work at Laguna. Oh, where's the fan cut on at?
You just cut on right now.
No, 200, that's good, because it used to do like 220. All of those things are what I wanted to see, the difference in the tune. So that's cool.
It didn't pop and crackle as much as it did when you were on it, but... Now comparing this to that throttle, it's so much more delayed on that one.
It is. It's
more responsive.
This is more responsive.
Like I'm twisting it,
and then it blasts. Yeah, that's what I want to change. That's what was making it uncertain for me when I was riding on the track, because as I've gotten used to this, and you slightly roll in and it slightly rolls in. That you slightly roll, it's nothing, and then you go a little more and it's ball. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that was basically what I was trying to record. I'm trying to slowly get on it.
Yeah. Wow, nice. Okay, you can go grab the, open the garage for us and we'll put them up. And we'll go for a real first ride here in a little bit, but damn. Lift control's working a little stronger now. I got lift on 2, I keep forgetting it's higher.
Y'all are absolutely ridiculous.
All right, so needless to say, everything's back in order. Bugs like crazy. It's super windy headed back the other way. But tune feels good. Tune does a lot of feel on power. It's very alien and inorganic to have so much power and available activation in second gear, but I love it. Definitely can grow with this bike. That's what I'm excited about. So it's more or less that I have a bike of the super sport class that I'm able to grow with so much power, torque, and the IMU. So I'm pleased with it. This is good. It's funny, Jalen's like, holy shit, I see why this bike is intimidating to you. He was like, the throttle is so abrupt and so quick and so twitchy. He was trying to signal and ask me how to change it out of A, but he didn't remember you could roll out of the throttle and then change it. So he was trying to do it while he had the throttle on and it wasn't working. This bike, you have to roll out of throttle to make a change. This bike, you don't. You can just do it while you have your throttle on. Good vibe. I'm into it. I'm happy with it. I'm glad the bike's back together. Let's try it again. Another track day. Go back to Thunderhill West. Let's do it again. This bike, that bike, that bike. And with that, we're going to end this vlog. We're going to check y'all out. We'll give you 2 and we out.